Okay guys, this is Fred with Extreme Team here, and we just got done with a 36 volt 100 amp hour battery install on this 2002 E-Z-Go. So basically we've got the install finished, and we just want to go over some of the more commonly asked questions as far as the charger port, the shunt for the gauge, some of the more commonly asked questions that we get a lot. So basically here it is, 36 volt 100 amp hour. The 48 and 100 amp hours are the same size as well, so they'll fit the same way as this is in here. And again, this is an E-Z-Go 2002. So basically you just want to mark all your existing batteries as far as the cables, where they come off of. All your head negatives, your head positives, anything that's hooked to 12 volt, you want to disconnect that, mark it appropriately, and it'll just make the install a lot better, less confusing later on. Basically this is a drop-in replacement. On the E-Z-Gos, however, and the Yamahas, you do have to grind about 1/8 of an inch off of this bar right here, off the back side of it. Let's see if I can get in here. All the club car guys, there's no modifications whatsoever. E-Z-Go guys, unfortunately, we got to grind off about 1/8 of an inch off of that tie down. So I guess we'll start with the charger and the charger port. We've elected to put the charger over here in the corner, and we have several different options when it comes to the charger port. Let's get around here. We can take a look at it. This customer elected to have a typical 115 volt type outlet. Rather than the cord that we supply. So basically what I did is I took a piece of fiberglass, I removed the charger port, and I used a 1/16 piece of fiberglass to cover the hole, the existing hole, and then recut it out for the new port, and then just riveted everything in together. Internally, it's just a simple connection, plug and play. On the other end of the charger, you're going to take your hot wire and run it over to the hot side of the 48 volt circuit. Now your ground wire is going to be a little bit different coming off the charger. The ground is actually going to go into this shunt. And this shunt is on here for the digital dash gauge that we also supply. So you're going to run your negative from the charger, and it's going to go, I don't know if I can see it, but it's going to go to the P minus on the shunt, which is right here. Along with the charger negative going to your P minus right here, your head negative, which originally went to the head negative of your batteries in the original configuration, is now going to go also to P minus right here. This is the head negative that runs to your controller. So P minus is going to be your head negative from your controller, and your negative from the charger. On the other side of the shunt, we have B minus. And what you'll have to do is make you a jumper wire, and it's going to run from B minus to your head negative on the battery, on the 48-volt side of the battery. So again, P minus is going to be the negative off the charger. P minus is also going to be the head negative from the controller. B minus is just going to be a jumper that you make to run to the head negative of the battery. And then if you look underneath the white plug right here, there's a small wire. It's like 22 AWG. Underneath that harness, you'll see 2 spots for a B plus. You can use either spot, it doesn't matter which one, but you're just going to run a small wire from B plus to right here, head positive on the battery. The harness just simply plugs in, and then you will run it through the cart, under the cart, through the mat, however you want to do it, and it is going to plug directly into the back of this digital gauge. Okay, also for you E-Z-GO guys and Yamaha guys, if you are using the existing charger port, it's going to be something similar to this. Some of them going to have different inputs for the cord, but they're basically the same thing. What you want to do is, if you're going to use the existing charger port, you're going to take your hot wire and splice it in to the hot wire on this end of the charger. And then you're going to take your negative, the black wire here, and it's going to go to the negative side of this cord for your charger. These things also have a safety, which was this little wire right here. And you want to look for that wire. It's going to run over to the F&R switch, or in some cases maybe the controller. So basically, if you are using your existing port, you want to cut that off right here, follow it over. In this case, it's the F&R switch right here, and this is now going to go to the hot side of the battery, and this is what's going to power everything up. Now on this gauge, you have several different functions, which it's also laid out on the USB drive that you will receive in your kit. But over on the far right side, we have your percentage from 0 to 100%. We are currently at 90.7%. The center button, if you mash it once, let's see if I can get this thing to focus. It will show the actual amps that the cart is pulling as you're riding. If you mash it twice, it shows you the capacity of the battery. This is a 100 amp hour battery, and we are at 90.66 amp hours currently. Button all the way to the left is going to be your voltage. This is again a 36 volt battery, and we are at just under 40 volts, so at 39.85 volts currently. Now, also, when you finish the install, you have your dash gauge put in, you have your charger hooked up, you have your shunt hooked up. It's really important that you charge this battery. I know a lot of times they're going to be received and they're going to show 50 or 60%. This all has to be calibrated. So once you get your install done, you want to charge it fully until the charger kicks off, whether it's 36, 48, 72, or what have you. And then once the charger kicks off, you want to let the battery sit for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour until it kind of levels out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your dash gauge here, and you're going to press and hold the percent button, and you can manually set it to 100%. You're going to do the same thing with your amp hours, which is the button in the center. You're going to push that button twice, set it at 100, and then everything's going to be calibrated. You don't have to mess with that anymore. And again, this is a 2002 EasyGo, 36 volt, 100 amp hour battery. It's a fairly easy install, you know, once you figure out where everything needs to go. So anyway, hope this helps.